I just hope that they keep it grounded, the remake, and don't Pranav walking in and everyone going Kukudika. That will be horrifying. Like,
An amazing idea came in my mind, dude.
okay, so we started with a remake, and now we are like, yeah, it's a bad idea.
Hello guys, I'm Nona Prince, joined by your favorite Malayali, Manoj Matthew. Not
Starting
Matthews,
itself,
unlike I said before.
starting itself ruined.
Yeah, but today we are talking about big news. Big news. Hridayam Remake rights have been bought by Dharma for Hindi, Telugu, and Tamil. So that's very interesting. So we'll break it down. We'll talk about it, good, the bad, and the ugly, nepotism. But there are a lot of thoughts about it. Most people are celebrating it. That's a little. Didn't expect that. I was like, mostly whenever remake is announced, people go like, oh, again they're doing this, and
No,
that. But
no.
there's quite love for this film.
No, I would say people are happy because the producers made money, right? Like they sold the rights. Like we are just happy for that. Like, yay.
You know, I always wonder how much like the director has a say in all, or writer director has a say in this. Do they get
Thing in
paid,
this-
or is just the producers? They can do anything with it now.
In this case, I think the director and producer are pretty close. So I think it's like probably he had some say in it. And Vinny probably was like, oh, this much money, okay.
Like, do you think Vineet will direct it?
That I don't think so. See, I think he could, okay, he could direct it and it'll be good. But I think a lot of his sensibilities are very close to a Malayali's heart, like the way he like shows some stuff and like the Malayali tradition, the Kerala tradition. So I don't know how he would do it there, like because I think a lot of his life he spent in Chennai, in Tamil Nadu, and Kerala, and in Hridayam you got to see both of that in a very nice way. So
Yeah.
I feel like he was like the perfect guy, and he only wrote this. So he was a perfect guy to bring that on screen in Hridayam.
It'd
But
be interesting, you know, if they don't change the backdrop, where it's like a North Indian coming to,
they could,
you know,
yeah, because a lot of North Indians do go to
Chennai.
like,
Yeah,
for
I know
engineering.
many.
So but then it should be someone who will get those sensibilities of maybe being in North India, whichever state, like maybe if it's Mumbai or something like that, and
You know what
also
I
you
thought
know
of?
that what
The sick character in Hridayam.
you
Now
can
he's
play,
the-
you
he's
can
the-
actually play him.
No, I'm not saying I'll play it. I'm not saying that. Dude, I'm sure they'll get big actors for this film. But we'll get to that part. But I was saying, what if that character is now the hero and the film is on his
No.
perspective? That'd be cool, right? No, but of course they're remaking his character, right? So
yeah.
that'd
So
be
I see Vineet will do a good job. I think I feel like he can't
it's a
make a
big
bad film.
opportunity, right? Like
Yeah.
pan
He
India
can't make a
recognition.
bad film, but I would only if he wants to let him do it. Because as I said, the sensibilities when I just was watching his earlier movies, I don't know if he'll be able to bring the same impact that he has done in the Malayalam movies. The impact would still be there, but as I said, the sensibilities and everything. But yeah, it'll be
But
interesting if he actually
one
takes
thing,
it.
right? The remake rights are for 3 languages.
Mhm.
And I don't think they're gonna remake in different languages for each like.
So it'll be
not
like it's like
3
a pan
films.
India,
Yeah.
pan-India film. Like,
I feel they think like this is a story we can make a pan India film, and they'll put it out in Hindi, Tamil, and Telugu together. And maybe that's why, towards the casting side, they may even cast people from other industries, like
okay.
That-
I mean, you
that-
could have dubbed this in Hindi, Tamil, Telugu.
yeah,
and-
but they could
I
have,
think it would have been better.
that's always better. But
Yeah.
again, it's like an investment. It's like a lot of money.
So now, so now we are in Dharma Productions. They already made this. Now from here, where do we go?
Do you think
that's kind
new
of a
faces?
discussion.
First, let's get this out of the way. Do you think it's a very
Good opportunity for new faces? in a
no?
way.
I'm saying very risky to
It is
cast
risky,
newcomers.
but I'm just saying the story lends itself very well for a newcomer because it's like engineering is supposed to be a young actor and stuff like that. So
I think Zoya Akhtar is making a movie on a series of movie I don't know on Archies, and it has all the like nepo kids, Suhana Khan, SRK's daughter, and 2 other people. I don't know someone's daughter and son.
You mean like the Archie comics?
Yeah, in India.
Okay, that's comics is
adapting
basically
it.
like Bollywood. So
But it's Zoya Akhtar, so that's why I'm interested. But yeah, what do you think when casting? Like some people are saying Deepika. It was a meme, but Ranbir,
No.
Deepika is Darshana, and
No.
Alia.
No, no, no,
So
no.
that'd be like real life meta going on. That'd
I heard some
be.
people saying that Shah Rukh Khan's son might be coming as
Look, I
Pranav's
feel
character.
Ranbir and all they have like
Too old.
aged that they'll not really fit well
Yeah.
now. So maybe the newer Janvi Kapoor and all of those people.
I think those people like what
Yeah.
Shahid's brother,
Yeah,
what
yeah,
is
yeah. Ishan Khattar,
all
yeah.
of, yeah, Ishan. Like I think all of those guys are probably in the look. But if it's a pan India film, that's very interesting. So if it's a pan India film, do you think they'll go with a Telugu star or a Bollywood star? If as you said, they
I
might
think
release it
if they're going pan India, the main lead will be from South because that will
south.
give a bigger appeal.
Oh,
But I think the
okay.
bigger stars in South India, they are very, commercial film actors. Like Allu Arjun, I don't think can do. I'm not saying
No.
cannot do, but maybe he can. But I don't think he's a guy who will do such a like a grounded and
I mean, he
feel
can
good
do it,
film. Yeah.
but will it be a perfect fit? Is the
What if you add
thing.
action in it, like people flying off and
I mean, there is some potential for action. Like
yeah, there
the
is.
seniors and all. Like, yeah, it'll be like a Premam scene. Like,
But yeah, man, like, casting is
oh,
let's
dude,
see.
when they remade Premam in other language, they really masked up those scenes. Like in the Malayalam version, it was even though it was masked, it was like a little bit more grounded. The fight and all. In this, they
Yeah.
like just went all the way over the top. So I hope they don't do that with this. They might though. So casting. So do you think if they go with a South actor, they'll then change the backdrop? It could be a South actor and a North Indian lead, female
That
lead,
will make
and
no sense, but
like so South. He's
the
going from
setting
South
is very
to.
important, I think, to
It is very important.
because
Yeah.
whoever actor I am thinking of, right? Maybe I'm missing someone in South. Wait, what if
What if Marvel
with the
series?
same
Yes.
cast? But that makes no sense. Then just dub it, right?
David, yeah.
Yeah,
See, I think
it's very
I I feel like they might remake it 3 times.
no.
Hindi,
No,
Tamil,
no, no.
Telugu.
See, that's like investing money in all three
Mhm.
and then hoping that it makes money in all three differently. It
Yeah.
makes no sense, and that too in COVID. Yeah, after COVID, like their protocols how
Mhm.
to shoot films. It will like
That's
four
true.
5 years it will take for all three to get
No,
done.
but for me, like the whole pan India, then the casting doesn't really sit right with me. Like I don't really know how they would do the casting.
See, the story is really good. That can work
Story
wonders.
is good.
Pan
Story is
India.
very good.
So why wouldn't they make it a pan India film? And the casting, really, if you cast big names, already the hype will be there. If you don't cast big names and if the film is well made, the remake is well done, then
But then
word of mouth will go around,
there's
right?
another thing also. Like you make it once and it doesn't really work. You still have two more chances in Tamil and Telugu.
No,
Like,
no, that's not happening, man.
see, I know, I understand in this, like maybe 5 or 10 years back, they've done it 3 times, like how they did Drishyam and everything.
Yeah.
But in the current scenario, I know the pan India thing is more appealing, but then the casting is something which I'm kind of unsure. And when you talk about pan India, then I'm like, the Malayalam movie itself should have been pan India. Like,
An amazing idea came in my mind, dude.
okay.
As you said Drishyam, right? I was like, Drishyam 3, No Way Home, all the main cast from all the remakes together. Like how things would have ended in the end. They're sitting in a round table.
You're like multiverse of
George
Drishyam.
Kutti, Ajay Devgan's character, like all of them sitting together and discussing how you did. You all did the same thing. That'd be super cool, dude.
And you'll have a Jitu Joseph cameo, like a Stanley cameo. I am the creator.
It would be so, dude. Just imagine, like Drishyam 3, there's a scene where, like there's a cameo like of Ajay Devgan maybe, or
They can do a cameo,
from
yeah.
I think Telugu who did. Kamal Hassan did in this, right?
Kamal, yeah.
Tamil and
I
but are
forgot
they
who
doing
did it.
Drishyam 2 in Tamil again? I don't know. Telugu they already
They might do.
released also, and
They'll
Hindi
change
they are
something.
shooting, I think. But it'll be
think
a
they
cool
might do
idea.
it.
Anyways, just putting it out in the universe.
Completely off topic.
Yeah.
Completely. But
That's
I
where
just
they are.
let's see. I just hope that they keep it grounded, the remake, and don't like Karan Johar-ify it. Like student of the year.
I don't
Like,
think Karan
want-
Johar will direct it. No.
No, but even if he's producing, I don't want like Pranav walking in and everyone going "Kukudika." That will be horrifying. Like
Oh,
that will be
man.
like so. So I hope that never happens. Dude, I am very. Once he told me about Pan India, now it's like it gets very confusing. I think
Yeah.
how is the right way to approach this?
Yeah.
It gets very
And
confusing.
even
But
then the setup, where you set the film
the
up.
backdrop
And you
becomes
need
very
a
important.
director then who has gone through that thing so he can, pull off something which is
Mhm.
relatable and he understands it.
Because I feel like the cultural thing is very important to them, like in the backdrop. So he's a Malayali who goes to Tamil, like in Tamil Nadu, and he lives there in India. So when you make it pan India, it's like you can only do one location, right? Like
Yeah.
so even the south, if he's a North Indian star, then he maybe moves from Mumbai to Chennai. So is it the connection of the people are
You know
just one?
what?
So
What Bollywood does is like remaking a Malayalam film. They'll set in Goa.
yeah, that's right.
Drishyam, big example.
Oh, yeah, definitely it'll be Goa, man. Oh, now you said, no? Definitely he'll be moving from Goa to. It's sure now. It's sure.
But coming to the biggest point, who will play
Okay,
Selva?
let's. Yeah, Salva said Kalesh,
Kalesh
sir.
did such a great job.
Same, dude.
Same.
Yeah,
Yeah,
same.
I think he'll be approached.
Yeah.
We will
He'll
ask him.
do it.
We'll ask him.
Yeah.
I'll just call him right now. Hey, Kalesh, are you doing Hindi also? And as we know, his Hindi is really good. So
Yeah. I think he'll definitely do it. That I'm kind of sure. Like even though not, but okay. Now we don't know about the unknowns, right? So who would be your pick out of the North Indian actors? Just say North Indian,
oh,
not
dude,
North
it's
Indian.
too
Any
hard,
actor
man.
who
It's too
who
hard.
would be your pick to play Pranav's role?
Vicky Kaushal?
Is he a little bit older? I don't know Pranav's age, but he feels younger. So it's like
Dude, you saw Vicky in Sardar Udham, right? When he was small.
yeah. But I'm saying right now, do you think he can pull it off? Like
I,
I don't know.
he has that. Vicky Kaushal has that nature. I feel like he can pull
And
this
he did
off.
get Katrina Kaif, so he probably like he probably spoke to her and he was like, "Yeah, I'm going to marry her." And my friend was like, "How do you know she's not single?" I know. Probably happened in real life. But
But Vicky Kaushal
I
is
feel
just
like
one of my favorite actors. Maybe that's why. But
no,
I don't think a
definitely
Ranveer Singh or someone
too old.
their
I think it's
personality is just
older.
too. It will be good. It will be like they can pull off as actors. They can pull off the role, but it's just a baggage they bring on with themselves as an
See, if
actor.
Ranveer plays it, he was like, "I don't care. You're not single. Also, like, you're my girlfriend now." It won't be like. But I feel like someone like Ishan Qatar, right? That's his name, right? Ishan.
But it's just too big of a
Yeah, too
like
big.
risk.
I'm
Like I think
thinking
he's
more
not
of.
such already not a big name like
Yeah, I'm thinking more
other
of his
actors.
suitability to the role. That's the only name
Shahid
that I
Kapoor,
can think of. No,
he's
too old.
already become a big name in for love stories. So
No, but I
after
think he's maybe a bit too old. I don't know. He can pull off the older part of the character better, I think, than the younger part.
oh man, this is too hard. I'm sure a lot of people are already commenting. And guys, let us know your thoughts in the comments below about various things we're talking. There are many picks, dude. I'm sure comments will tell us. There are so many, like we cannot even imagine. But then coming to another point which is very important to the movie, which is the music.
Dude, oh man, you got to get him back. I forgot his name, but so 15 songs. See, that's why I'm like so torn between because it's not just the music director. Vineet had a big part to play in that. It was a director who really understood music and the music director coming together and creating that magic of an experience. That it was like a musical journey.
Yeah.
So, maybe someone like a Farhan Akhtar who is a director who understands music, is also a singer and stuff. I think you need a director like that for this movie.
But can he
That
pull it
understand both.
off the
He
the
pulled off Dil
college
Chahta
stuff,
Hai,
right?
right? Dil Chahta he pulled it off. So I feel like he
Yeah,
can.
but that was a very different film, man. Like
Yeah,
I
that
understand, like he
was, but
understands the, he even like helped in writing
oh
Zindagi Na Milegi
man.
Dobara. He's also doing a road trip movie with the three girls, Priyanka,
No,
Alia, and
something just occurred to me. So a
yeah,
lot of the engineering life was based on Vineet's life itself. So
yeah.
it was such a personal story. So now I know earlier I said
See, but
Vineet.
if it's a remake, right? You'll take all of that. Like it's not
Yeah,
like you
but
need him. It's like, but then how would you do that Malayalam thing? Then
but
you'll do
would
with
you
someone else, right? Like they're talking English, so they are from some other place. But then
like would
how
you
do you
have
make?
that
But when it's a
personal
pan
connection to
India
the
film, how
story?
do you make fun of certain people? You know?
See, can I be very honest now? The more I think about it, the more I'm like, I don't know how a pan India film will work.
Yeah.
Because for me, if you want to make it a pan-India film, just dub this and release it again. People will still go and watch it. Like I am in that opinion. Like for
What
me
if they
now,
make it in Hindi and then they dub it for other states? So they have the rights. Or maybe, as you
that
said,
they
they
could do.
maybe do three different films. Like,
Because the more like initially when you said pan-India, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. But the more we talked about it, the more we got into the meat of it. Because obviously this the video is very spontaneous. We literally like, let's do it. So the more you talk about it, the more I'm like, there's so much cultural impact and so much personal story there that I don't know if a
yeah.
pan-India thing will work. I think if you want that to work, then the Malayalam version itself is very good enough. But obviously they want to make
And
money. So
honestly, we were just talking about the main three cast and Selva, but there are many actors in the characters in the film which are really good.
yeah, like
And you
there
need
is that,
really, and you need
the
a lot of
whole
cast members for that movie.
ragging thing that happens. They focus on the Malayalis over there, and you know how
Yeah.
the Northy guys are actually helping him out, and all of that makes sense. But
All the
in a
friends,
pan,
all the friends and
all the friends are like,
parents and all those. There's so many characters in that film.
it is, that is, that
And you
is.
need good, like, it'll be like a big ensemble cast, I guess. And hopefully they don't cast superstars and they change the story a little bit so that they give more screen time to those people. So that is there's this groundedness and real, like, it feels like this is part of someone's life.
Yeah, that's the
Like,
thing.
what do you say, what do you call it, like,
See, in a way,
remembering old things.
it
What do you
feels like a reflection of Vineet's life in a way. Obviously, not a true reflection, but taking it all, and Nona is going to absolutely deserve.
I have it in my mouth, the name.
Please stay for 5 minutes.
Remembering old things. What
Okay,
do you
I
call
get
it?
reminiscing.
No.
Is that
There's a term for it, right? That a movie showing old times, so they are trying.
non-linear?
They're trying to play on the nostalgia. Nostalgia. Oh my god.
You
I
better
meant.
cut. You better cut it. People will be like this.
Let us know if any one of you got what I was trying to say before I said it. Yeah, I'm saying the film has a lot of nostalgia and it feels like, I'm watching someone's life. If you had
That's true.
any element which is alienating, which feels like that's not possible or that doesn't work
No.
and just breaks the immersion, I think that will take away from everything. So hopefully they
So
do a better job.
we started with a remake and now we were like, yeah, it's a bad idea. Like we started like, yes, let's talk about the remake and now we are
This
like,
discussion
no.
should have happened at Dharma before getting the
Yeah.
rights. Okay.
Oh,
Okay, we talked about music. Okay.
oh, my blur is not on.
We talked about the music. Who do you think? For me, my favorite is Amit Trivedi.
Amit
I don't
Trivedi.
know, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think if you're doing again pan India different language, you need different music composers, right?
For me, the music composer will be very important to the director. So
Yeah,
I really liked, I think it was Shankar Ehsaan Loy and Farhan, right? Who did Dil Chahta Hai and
I guess so.
so I think they are the combo. So if I had to pick, so for me, I can't pick just one music director. For me, it has to be both. It has to be a combo. So I would like one combo which I can think of is Farhan Akhtar directing it and Shankar Ehsaan Loy doing the music direction. But
I was thinking, what if Anurag Kashyap directs it?
oh. No, but I think he can do a light-hearted movie, man. I don't think he
No, he
just has to do
can,
it.
but his sensibilities are just too different. This film is so heartwarming and makes you smile and say happy, and
True.
he'll just bring so much cruelty of real world
Yeah.
in his
Like
narrative.
that whole kiss thing in the start of the movie, right? He will, and the whole revenge, like he all gets very angry and he starts ragging the juniors. He will take that to a dark place. Like, he'll like push it a lot more.
So yeah, just a random thought, but yeah,
So
music is a
I
big
said
part, man.
I said my pick of the director and music director. Like, I'm just saying that if in case you have to do it, then I still think it's a bad idea. But if you have to do it, then these are my picks of who could do it. Yeah.
All right, anything else to talk about?
We didn't talk about the female leads who are like very important part of the movie, but
No, I said right.
I
We talked about in casting also, right? Because
yeah, but I can't think of like who could replace Darshana, who could replace Kalyani. Like it's like
Kalyani,
very difficult.
maybe Kalyani plays it herself
Herself.
because she's like a big name, right? Like Priya Darshan's daughter, so maybe like a pan India,
And we can get Priyadarshan
opportunity.
itself to play the her dad.
They can pull that off, man. Like,
Although Johnny was really good in the role. But yeah,
I just,
anyway.
I felt, the film was so good that just a Hindi dub would have worked. There was no places
Yeah,
where
it would
it
have.
wouldn't, right?
So because starting we just talked about it. Now we are like, now once we dive into the meat of the movie, we're like, yeah, it's not making much
But you
sense.
never know, when the film comes out, the remake comes out, and it's actually good, and they pulled it off, and the cast depends on the
That
casting. Let's see if they announce the cast
it
anytime
depends on
soon.
the casting and the directing they get
Director
behind it.
combo, yeah, yeah.
Because I will be, if Vineet does it, then I know starting I said I'm contradicting myself here now, but now I feel like if you want to do it properly, then maybe get Vineet. But again, I don't know how he would translate
There's
it
also one
other
thing,
than
right? Like remaking a film you've already done. Do you want to go through that process again? But the
true,
thing is,
true.
you're getting a pan-India recognition with it.
Yeah, yeah.
Like that
So
changes everything. You can do
even Jitu
anything after that.
Joseph,
Like make any films, whatever you want.
true, true. Like even Jitu Joseph didn't do the Drishyam remake in Hindi.
Yeah.
So he just wrote it. I think he just improved some stuff for the script, like some not improved, like some loopholes or something. Like I saw one video where they fix some slight things here and there.
I think for the Drishyam 2 also, he did the Telugu one.
Oh, he
So
directed it.
yeah, he said he'll do some changes. He wants to make things a
Okay.
little better. So I've not heard anything obvious about it yet. But yeah, let's see. So guys, that was us talking about Hridayam Remake. Let us know your thoughts. Director, casting, music. Do you
Total
think it's a good idea,
360
not a good idea? All of those things in the
total
comments below.
360 turnaround in the scene. Starting was like so exciting. Now we are like,
I don't know what to title this one.
Hridayam remake a good idea or
So guys, that's it from us. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.
bye.